Well, the labels are fabricated by our production designing team. They'd have to get clearance, and they'd have to, it'd be a whole legality thing with an actual company. So those are just fake labels. What they usually do is they'll buy duels or shows. They'll buy, because they're not legally allowed to give us alcoholic beer on set. Those sometimes we swap them. So they'll get a non-alcoholic beer, just peel the labels, soak the labels, peel them off, and then slap the fake ones on. And then regarding the real beer, yes, and it's called Family Business Beer Company, coming to you soon, probably May.
I remember one time when we were shooting the Christmas episode. No, not even the Christmas episode. We were shooting House of the Holy, Touched Angels, whatever it's called. Touched, House of the Holy. It was like, it got renamed like 15 times in the writing. Remember the Angel episode? The first one ever. Where you
We've had a few.
I know. Season 2? We're like
Houses of the Holy.
House of the Holy? Yeah, that's where the family comes. Anyways, there's a scene where where Dean comes in and he's all stressed out, and Sam is there, and Dean hands him a flask, and they each kind of take a pull off it. And Kim Manners was directing. Rest in peace. Yeah, and so Jensen, I guess, took the flask back to his trailer and came in. You know, they call action, and he comes in and does his acting, and I do my acting, and I'm like, that is actual Jack Daniels. So then Kim Manners comes in, he's like, cut, okay, this line, blah, 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 and we're kind of like chuckling. He's like, what are y'all laughing at? And we hand him the flask, and he's like, smells it, takes a drink, he's like, you effing idiots, and just hands it back to us. And like, we kept working. I mean, it wasn't like we were getting slaughtered or something. But just his face was like,
we're pretty well behaved, but not all the time. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to a cold one.
Hey, thank you.
Cheers, buddy.
I went to pull it out, and the stock of the gun caught the lip of the trunk, and then the tip of the barrel just went and hit me right above my eye, and that was a close call. I mean, it split me open, but it could have been worse. And then another one, it was your gun, it was your 9.
Don't blame me.
Well, it was, because I don't usually handle that gun, because it sucks. So I was chambering, I was clearing all the rounds out of it, and just before they yelled, it was literally like, and lock it up, and I was like, and action, and the meat of my finger snapped into the receiver, and I was like, and I just yanked it out, and then just looked down, and it was just a flap, and I was like, well, I'll just hold it here until the end of the scene. And then I looked down, and my hands all bloody, and I'm like, well, I can't really hide that. Like, somebody give me a Band-Aid. And then in Frontierland, the Colt, when I got in the showdown, if you guys remember that. Well, that gun was specifically built for our show, so it's not like a manufactured, machine built. It was a hand-built gun, so the action on it was pretty stiff, and I had to, they call it fanning the hammer, and what they do that is it was a very, very sharp-edged hammer on that gun, and so I did it once, and just the first time it just sliced me right open. And we had a gun tech on set that day, and he walks over and he goes, let me see, because he just knew from my face that I did something. He goes, let me see. He looked at my hand, he goes, well, you got gunslinger's palm now. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, well, the bad news is we gotta go again. And I was like, we do, don't we? Yep. So I had to do it again on the open wound. And then we still didn't get it, so I had to do it a third time on the open wound. By then I was just like digging a gash in my hand. So those were some pretty memorable malfunctions. Really just user problems, I think. But yeah, we have such an amazing crack team of wardrobe and props, and all the departments it's such a well-oiled machine that there is a mistake or there is a problem or something does arise, it gets handled pretty quickly and pretty professionally. So.
Awesome. I work in wardrobe for one of the shows here in Vegas, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'll all go along. And you guys both being from Texas, I like to think that that's probably, you know, a dynamic that makes you guys maybe a little closer than most. So one is, would you describe your relationship as brotherly? Two, that huge portrait, Jared, of you and Genevieve, is it real? And what about the llamas?
It's an alpaca, dumbass.
I stand corrected.
To quote my wife.
Yes, that photo is real, and I have it hanging in my garage. No, you actually do have it.
I do have it in my garage. Actually.
Yeah, the art department made that up.
Yeah, it was all made. I don't have a tanning bed in my home. That's not my home. We don't have. We don't have alpacas. I think it was more the absurd.
Dude, that's next though. You've already got chickens.
I do have chickens. And goats and pigs and all that. Yes.
And then to answer the first part of your question, yes, this is one of my best friends in the world. I don't think we'd be doing what we do, both here and on the show, as long as we have been doing it, if we weren't real life buddies. So
I think our wives and kids are walking Zilka Park right now or something. They were. Our wives
and kids are hanging out right now.
Kids hang out.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But a cool blessing. As far as all the actor stuff, like being jerks on set and having alpacas and stuff like that, that was more kind of
making fun of the industry.
Making fun of the industry and fun of people who kind of choose bizarre, you know, these are the albino dolphins at the Galapagos Islands. And I'm whatever going to. So I think it was more just making fun of.
I want to see those. I want to ride one. Broomstick cow?
As far as the paintings, the Warhol-esque paintings of Jen and Jared both got auctioned for charity, years back in Vancouver, right? But the one that was in my office, of me riding a horse, I have it. It's in my garage. I don't know what to do with it. I was like, guys, you're obviously, because a lot of the stuff that they've used, beds, lamps, tables, all that stuff, just goes back to storage because we can use it again. You know, the medical desk in the coroner's office that we used in episode 1, we're going to use it again in episode 9. We go to a different coroner's office, you know. But those, I knew that they weren't going to like be in the background of another scene sometime in Supernatural. So I asked for them. I was like, I want it so bad. And so Jerry Wanna gave it to me, and I took it home and was like, what am I going to do with this? I don't want to have a.
So he put it up in his office, and now he just sits there with whiskey and a cigar and stares at it.
No, it's in my garage hiding. Yeah, hey, thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
And happy Valentine's Day to your wife. Yeah.
And Jensen, congratulations on the team.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.